Good morning children, welcome back to chemistry class. In last session we discussed about different states of matter and their properties. In today's session we are going to learn interconversion of matter from one state to another. Let us see today's topic. Interconversion of matter. How does matter exist in one state to another? Let us see. In surroundings, we can observe a solid state of ice, liquid form of water, and gaseous water vapor. These three are different states of matter. Ice is in solid state, water is in liquid state, water vapor is in gaseous state. How does they occur? How do they exist in different states of matter? By changing the conditions of temperature and pressure, matter can transform to one state to another. I am repeating children. By changing the conditions of temperature and pressure, matter can transform from one state to another. Is called as interconversion of matter. So there are two factors which affects conversion of matter from one state to another. That is effect of change of temperature, effect of change of pressure. First, let us talk about effect of change of temperature. Temperature change. How does temperature affects conversion of matter from one state to another? Here, let us discuss a small activity. Take some amount of ice cubes in a beaker and put thermometer in the beaker. You notice that the thermometer reading would be 0 degrees Celsius. Now, place the thermometer on the burner. Now, slowly increasing the temperature of the solid ice. On increasing the temperature of the solid ice, the kinetic energy of the particles increases. On increasing the kinetic energy of the particles, the solid ice slightly changes into liquid water. At a certain temperature, you notice that the solid ice completely changes into liquid water. That temperature is known as melting point temperature. Melting point temperature. Melting point temperature means the constant temperature at which solids changes to liquid water. I am repeating children. Melting point temperature means the constant temperature at which solid starts melting at atmospheric pressure is called as melting point temperature. For example, melting point temperature of ice. Ice melting point temperature is 0 degrees Celsius. 0 degrees Celsius or 273 Kelvin temperature. This is the melting point temperature of ice. During melting of ice, there is no change in the thermometer reading. Then what happens to the heat energy? The heat energy is used to dissociate the forces of attraction among the particles of solid. That heat energy in the form of hidden. That hidden heat energy is called latent heat of fusion. Latent heat of fusion. What is meant by latent heat of fusion? Latent heat of fusion means the amount of heat energy is required to convert 1 kilogram of solid ice to liquid water. 1 kilogram of solid ice to liquid water. This is called latent heat of fusion of ice. I am repeating children. Latent heat of fusion of ice means the amount of heat energy is required to completely convert 1 kilogram of solid ice into liquid water. Is called as latent heat of fusion of ice. Its value is 80 calorie per gram degree Celsius. 80 Kelvin per gram degree Celsius is the value of latent heat of fusion of ice. That means if we want to increase 1 gram of ice to 1 degree Celsius, then we have to supply 80 Kelvin energy. This is called latent heat of fusion of ice. That's why during melting of ice, there is no change in the thermometer reading. This is because the energy is present in the form of latent heat. When we observe ice and water at the same temperature, let us consider at 0 degree Celsius temperature. At 0 degree Celsius temperature, which one has more energy, ice or water? Absolutely, water has high energy. Water has high energy than ice at constant temperature, that is 0 degree Celsius temperature. Why does water has high energy than that of ice? This is because water has latent heat of energy. Water has hidden energy in the form of latent heat. That's why water has high energy than that of ice at the same temperature. And the process name is called fusion. Fusion or melting. Melting or fusion can be defined as the phenomena of conversion of solid state to liquid state. Phenomena of conversion of solid state to liquid state on heating is called melting or fusion. What will happen on further increasing temperature to the liquid water? While the process is going on, while heating is going on, the liquid water changes to the water vapor. At certain temperature, we notice water starts boiling. The temperature is called boiling point temperature. Boiling point temperature. What is meant by boiling point temperature? Boiling point temperature means the constant temperature at which liquid starts boiling at atmospheric pressure. I am repeating, children. Boiling point temperature means the constant temperature at which liquid starts boiling is called boiling point temperature. For example, boiling point temperature of water is 100 degrees Celsius temperature. Remember, children, different liquids have different boiling point temperature. Boiling point temperature of water is 100 degrees Celsius temperature. Boiling point temperature of ethanol. Boiling point temperature of ethanol. Ethanol means ethyl alcohol. 78.3 degrees Celsius temperature. Boiling point temperature of ethanol or ethyl alcohol. And boiling point temperature of petrol. Boiling point temperature of petrol is 15 degrees Celsius temperature. So different liquids have different boiling point temperature, which can be defined as the constant temperature at which liquid starts boiling at atmospheric pressure is called boiling point temperature. When temperature reaches their boiling point values, when we are supplying energy to the liquid system, then there is no change in the thermometer reading. Then what happens to the heat energy? The energy is present in hidden form, what we discussed earlier. That energy is called latent heat of evaporation. Let us see latent heat of evaporation. Let us define latent heat of evaporation. Latent heat of evaporation can be defined as the amount of heat energy is required to completely convert 1 kg of liquid water. 1 kg of liquid water to water vapor. This energy is called latent heat of vaporization. So latent heat of evaporation can be defined as the amount of heat energy is required to completely convert 1 kg of liquid water to water vapor at atmospheric pressure and its boiling point temperature. It is called latent heat of evaporation. Latent heat of evaporation of water is value 540 calorie per gram degree Celsius. Suppose if we want to increase 1 gram of liquid water through 1 degree Celsius temperature, then we need to apply 540 calorie energy. When we supply 540 calorie energy per 1 gram of water, then it temperature increased by 1 degree Celsius. That is called latent heat of vaporization. Now let us consider water and steam. Steam and boiled water. So among them, which one has more heat energy? Which one causes heating effect? Either steam or boiled water. Absolutely, steam causes more heating effect. Steam causes more heating effect than boiled water. This is because steam has energy in the form of latent heat of evaporation. That's why steam causes more heating effect than that of boiled water at same temperature or at constant temperature. Now let us know the word vaporization. Vaporization and boiling. Let us know these words. What does vaporization mean and boiling mean? Vaporization means the process of conversion of liquid to water, liquid to gas. The phenomena of conversion of liquid to gas at any temperature, but below its boiling point temperature is called vaporization or evaporation. Now let us see boiling. Boiling means the process of conversion of liquid state to gaseous state at a constant temperature. I am repeating children. Boiling point temperature means the process of conversion of liquid state to gaseous state at a constant temperature. So boiling takes place at constant temperature. Here evaporation takes place at any temperature, but below its boiling point temperature. That's why here evaporation is a surface phenomenon. Surface phenomenon. And boiling is a bulk phenomenon. Means evaporation takes place only surface particles, but boiling takes place entire the bulk of the system. That's why evaporation is surface phenomena, boiling is bulk phenomena. In previous activity, we discussed about on increasing temperature, solids changes to liquid water changes to gaseous water. Now we are going to discuss about one more kind of activity, that is sublimation. Let us see what is meant by sublimation. Sublimation means the process of conversion of solids directly changes into gaseous state. I am repeating children. Sublimation means the process of conversion of solids directly changes into gaseous state without changing into liquid state is called sublimation. Conversion of solids directly to gaseous state but not changing into liquid state is called sublimation. For example, naphthalene balls. Naphthalene ball means mothballs. Next, solid carbon dioxide. Solid carbon dioxide. Next, camphor, iodine, etc. These are some of the examples of sublimating agents. Sublimating agent means the solids which possess sublimation is called sublimating agents. Here, when we place naphthalene ball in a beaker, on heating naphthalene balls in a beaker, on heating, those solid form of naphthalene balls directly changes into gaseous form of naphthalene balls. On cooling them, the gaseous form of vapor is converts into solid state. This reverse of sublimation is called deposition. Deposition is called reverse sublimation. Reverse sublimation. That means conversion of gaseous vapors to solid state on cooling. It's called deposition or reverse sublimation. In this process, on heating, solids directly changes to gaseous state. On cooling, gases directly converts to solid state without changing into liquid state. This is called sublimation. And change of pressure. Pressure change. Let us see how does pressure change affect the change of matter. We use LPG. LPG means liquefied petroleum gas. LPG, liquefied petroleum gas for domestic purpose. And CNG. CNG means compressed natural gas. LPG means liquid petroleum gas. CNG, compressed natural gas. Compressed natural gas. These gases are enclosed in a cylinder at high pressure condition. On increasing pressure on the gases, those gases are enclosed into the lower cylinders. That's why we can enclose more amount of gases in a limited or smaller volume. That is called as compression. Compression or liquefaction are also called as condensation. Condensation or liquefaction. Condensation or liquefaction can be defined as the process of conversion of gaseous state to liquid state. It is possible by increasing pressure at high pressure and low temperature condition. So at high pressure and low temperature condition, gases can be changes into liquids. This phenomenon is known as liquefaction or condensation. This is the way pressure also affects change of matter from one state to another state. So in this session we discussed effect of temperature and effect of pressure causes the conversion of matter from one state to another. Let us summarize today's class. Diagram gives complete information about the conversion of matter from one state to another state. Solid, liquid state and gaseous state. Solids on heating changes to liquids. Liquids on heating changes to gaseous state. Gases on cooling the changes to liquids. Liquids on cooling the changes to solid state. Here conversion of solid to liquids on heating is called fusion. Conversion of liquid to gases on heating is called evaporation. Vaporization. Conversion of gas to liquids and cooling is called condensation. Conversion of liquid to solid is called as solidification. Or freezing. Conversion of solids directly changes to gases on heating is called sublimation. And reverse process sublimation is called deposition. Deposition or reverse sublimation. So this diagram gives complete idea about conversion of matter or existence of matter from one state to another by altering the conditions of temperature and pressure. This is today's session, children. I hope you understand today's session. We meet in next session. Thank you, children.